Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you're having a good day. I was until I walked back through the door and allowed football to enter my life again. I've been out there enjoying my Sunday with my children, having a nice day in the sun, going to the beach, going to the museum. Went to watch Minecraft, but it's fully booked, so we couldn't even do that. My son was gutted. It is what it is. Just walked back through the door, and then the lunatics have well and truly been let out of the asylum. It is like Arkham out there, because I'm telling you, right, this is what I could itch my head off. My head is hot. I'd love to sit down with these people and actually have a decent conversation. Yeah, actually have have a decent conversation, because and listen, let me just say something, bro. If you're bored, why are you watching? If you're bored, why are you watching? If I want to take swipes at Connor, I'll take swipes at Connor. And what? And what? If he continues to chat shit, I'll say he continues to chat shit. And what? But this is nothing to do with him. But you can go feed that to him as well if you want. Honestly, some of the fucking takes from the fan base over Laji Ramazani not playing is absolutely insane. Do you know, I've just read online, it's due to race. It's due to race that he's not being played. That Farke, struggles to deal with, very, very young black men. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing now? Yeah? Because your favourite player, Laji Ramazani, is not playing, we're going to say the manager's got racist connotations. Is that what we're doing? You absolute fucktards. You absolute dimwits. Let's not forget, just someone tell me, what is the heritage of our captain at this football club that the manager appointed? Please, someone tell me. Irish Ghanaian. His dad's Irish Ghanaian. Yet the manager's a racist. I don't need to talk names. Go look. Go see it. Go see it. Go see it. It is absolute lunacy. The absolute, mental gymnastics people are willing to go to just to explain that their favourite player isn't playing. Maybe when the manager says, I want to see more from him, he wants to see more from him. Why can't it just be? Why can't it just be? Why can't it just be? Why can't it just be that? That he wants to see more from him. Do you know what? The last time he came on the pitch, right? Our last game, he came on the pitch. He beat a man on the left. He came in field and he lost it. Now, of course, that is only one occasion, right? But that, I assume, is what the manager is referring to. The absolute outcry online because of that. I mean, calm. It's just not being played. It is what it is. You don't need to then reduce yourself, resort to saying that the manager is a racist. It is absolute insanity. Do you see Ramazani in training every day? Do you see it? No, you do not. No, you do not. Do you know that he's putting in 100% of the time? No, you do not. But the same heads that are now losing the shit over Ramazani, have they had anything to say about Nonto starting? Has anybody had anything to say about Nonto starting and how well he did? Or the fact that Mateo Joseph, who, was going to be our Ivan Toney, according to some, there's none on that. No hands up. I was wrong. The manager was right. The lad's not ready. And it's gone from, I don't need to get no tweet up, Oi Bob, because I don't need to do that. I know what I've seen. It is out there in the ether. You can go find it. I don't need to dig anyone out and create anything like that. I'm just giving you my opinion on some sections of the fan base that are saying that. I think it's insane. So much so, I felt compelled to have to speak on it. Because for me, it's nothing to do with that. Maybe it is just because he's not doing enough. Why can't it just be as simple as that? Now, of course, managers over years, what do you mean, if true? Do you think I'm coming on here lying to you? Do you think I'm coming on here lying to you? Making this shit up? Being this passionate and going on a rant because I'm making shit up? Have a day off. Come on. Well, you can't find it, but you're saying, if true. Well, of course it's true. Why would I lie to you? I've seen it with my own eyes. It's insane. To look for some... And now Jed Spence is getting thrown back into it. What are we doing here? It's insane. No one's going after Connor. Can we leave Connor out of the chat? He was brought up by Brendan. No one's going after Connor. No one's even mentioned Connor until it was brought to by the chat. So this isn't about him. This isn't about him. Honestly, it's mental. But we're now bringing in Spence, forgetting the fact that Jed Spence refused to do work in the community. He refused to do work in the community. Them's the facts. It's insane. Why can't it just be as simple as Ramazani's not doing what the manager asks? Why can't it just be that? It's because they're always right. They know ball better than the manager, and therefore he should be starting. Because if he started, we'd go up same as Joseph, same as Nonto in the 10. It was as simple as pie. Put Nonto in there, we win games easy. And listen, Nonto deserves another crack on Tuesday night. It was always going to be tough for him against tough opposition away from home. It was. But, it's madness. And, toxic to suggest that the manager is not selecting him because he can't understand them culturally. What are we doing here? Our captain, which was selected by the manager, is Irish Ghanaian origins. His mother is Welsh, his dad Ghanaian. It's insane. The manager overused Somerville and Rutter last season. They are also perceived. They are also, young black men that apparently the manager struggles with. It's insane. Now, agree, hear me out. I believe Ramazani should be playing more. I believe Ramazani should be playing more games of football. This isn't my point. This isn't my point. The point is the madness and gymnastics that the fan base are willing to go to look for reasons as to why he's not playing. Well, it's because manager's racist. I've seen Leeds fans wanting him to leave and go and do mint elsewhere. Why? Why? To say that you were right and the manager was wrong? It's Leeds United. The manager will go. The manager will go. It is what it is. We just about got over Bielsa. I'm damn sure we can get over fucking Daniel Farke. Football will never be the same for me after that man left. Now, do I back the manager? Yes. Do I think we'll go up? Yes. Do I back his decisions? Yeah, I do. Because history, up to this point, has shown me while he's been in charge at Leeds, he's made the right decisions. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Now, do I agree Ramazani should be playing more minutes? Yeah. I said to you on the watch along yesterday, isn't it interesting how he's gone from not playing Schmidt at all to now choosing him over Ramazani? Yeah. I said that on the watch along. Something's gone off there. So there's something happened either in training in the last game where he lost the ball, although that I believe would be very harsh to get rid of him because of that. Like, not get rid of him, but to really throw the gauntlet down because of that one mistake when the keeper's made loads, etc., when other players have made loads. But clearly, this week, something happened where he thought, do you know what? I'm gonna select Schmidt over you because I need to show you. I need to show you. Now, it won't surprise me this week in training. Again, I wish we could all get eyes on training. But it won't surprise me this week in training that the manager sees a totally different Largy Ramazani. They are, Brendan, bro. They are, bro. Why would I lie? They are. It's there. It's there. So, I'd imagine that we will see a different Largy when he comes on. A different Largy with the knife between the teeth. It's like people get it twisted when the manager said, I'm not willing to call out Meslier, but then called out Tanaka. I've seen people like putting up comps of Pirro's influence on a game as opposed to Ramazani's because he criticised Ramazani, but it's different strokes for different folks, right? This is man management. He probably knows now by calling out Ramazani, he'll see a different Ramazani in training this week. I would imagine. But again, I don't know. I do not know. I don't know. And I think he will have an impact on Tuesday. I do. I do think Leeds United will win on Tuesday. No one's acting like that. No one's acting. And he wasn't the best in the league. Let's relax. He wasn't the best in the league. Good player, not the best in the league. Let's relax. And I agree with what Stevie says. Ramazani needs to earn the call. Needs to earn. 100%, Michael. 100% agree with you. I do think we will beat Borough. It's mad. Honestly, it's impassioned. It's a rant. Because you think we win? Can you send me whatever you're smoking? It's a bit. I do think we'll win. Yeah, I do. Honestly, I've seen a lot of the fan base Reddit have turn it in. Really turn it in. So fantastic. What do you mean? Ramazani needs to earn the call. Well, yeah, every player does. What a joke. Did Darlow earn his call before the weekend? And even that choice. What choice was forced? Do you believe that Parag stepped in? Is that what we're saying? Because if you believe that Parag stepped in, then why isn't Largy playing? Because it's convenient. When the man makes decisions that you want him to make, it's someone else must have done that. So you do, right? So you've lost your head, bro. And you're saying, I've lost my head. You've lost your head if you think Parag Marathi has come in and he's selecting the team. That's basically what you're saying. That's basically what you're saying. No one's Daniel Farke. Same things, Brendan, got said about Bielsa. It's Leeds. Well, what I would say in response to that is I'm not Ramazani FC. I'm not Ramazani FC. Let's not forget, the same was happening with Joseph. The same was happening with Nanto in the same. But no one wants to go back and talk about that. Oh, my hands of power's wrong on Joseph. Manager was right. Oh, have you seen it? Have you seen it, bro? Have you actually seen it, Riley? It's insane, mate. It is insane. Bro, if we don't go up, it is on the manager. On the manager 100%. Said it. Should have made the change. And on his head be it. It still might cost him it still might cost him his job anyway. It still might cost him his job anyway, but I still think we'll go up. So you don't think it happened then? So why are you making the point, Dave? If you think the manager, Daniel Farke, accepts that, but you're saying you don't, so why are you making the point? At the end of the day, the manager would not accept that. The manager came in and said, I am the manager, I'm not the coach, I am the manager, I make the decisions. And more will come out in the wash when he leaves, when Angus Kinnear goes to Everton and fucks off, when Parag goes to Rangers, it'll all come out, and it'll be that the powers that be didn't want to spend the cash, because ultimately that's what always happens. But the manager will get the stick for it, or this player or that player, but ultimately it'll all come out in the wash. The fact that we didn't, you have seen it, Riley. Mental, isn't it, bro? Mental, man. And I agree, we should be seeing... This is the point. I also agree that we need to see rotation. I say this myself. I think this is the thing. We change our opinions. We sometimes people, it's like, I don't criticize Farke at all, and that's not true. It's not true. It's just not true. It's not factually true. John, before I'd have said it'd be crazy to sack him. Before I'd have said he deserves a chance. Now I'm a little bit undecided. I can't lie to you, but we'll assess that when we know where we're at. We all know there's people out there in this space on podcasts or whatever that I get the manager out, but I have not heard anyone say it yet. Why? Because they want to save face. Because if we go up, then what? Whereas if that's your opinion, just fucking say it. Because you've got people online saying that the manager's a racist. I don't know what your point is there, Dave. Don't make sense, mate. But it was a good point. Nothing to change there. Nothing to see. We've actually gained a point this weekend, because I don't know if you saw Sheffield United lost to Oxford. No one ever loses. Do you have evidence that he did, Brendan? Do you have evidence that he did? It's mental. Well, there they are. It can't be the manager. It can't be the manager, because when Leeds play well, it's never the manager. But when we play bad, it's the manager. So if it's a good decision, it's not the manager, it's the 49ers, it's the players. If it's a bad decision, best believe it's Daniel Farke. Get him out. Oh, no, they don't say that bit, do they? They don't say that bit. That's fine, John. And look, ultimately, that could happen. Because Yeboah League table at this point, context. They have one loss in 6 games now. They are 4th in the form table. New manager in, fighting for their lives. Tough place to go. They've only conceded more than they haven't conceded more than 1 goal at home since October, and that was a 2-1 loss against Sunderland. Since October, we're now in April. That's where we're at. I am, Matty, I am all right in the game and the point thing. I'm just reacting to some of what I believe is lunacy towards the manager and where our current guys is in the situation. I still think we'll go up. I think we'll get 6 points from the next 2. I think Tuesday night's going to be a humdinger. I could see 3-2 Leeds. I could see 4-3 Leeds. We have a very good record in recent years at Riverside. Lots of goals scored. I think it could happen. I think the game will suit us better. Preston at home on Saturday, it's going to be a slog. It's going to be a very tough game just because it's Preston, just like Luton, just like Portsmouth. But I think we'll come through it 1 or 2-1. I actually think Burnley will drop points against Derby away on Tuesday night. I believe we get 6 points in the next 2, right? And we'll be in the top 2. Then the last 4. Nice. They're nice. We actually predicted this, me and Jack, not the results, but I said these first 4 after this international break are going to be spooky for Leeds, but then we're going to be fine. And I believe that'll be the case. And I'm still confident. So I am all right with the point, bro. It's just like, to be honest, I come away from it all, and then it can't be helped. I get sent stuff. Have you seen this? Have you seen that? Have you seen this? And I'm like, oh my God. And like normally I'll just go, oh, it's fucking crazy. Like before I used to get into Twitter spats. Can't be arsed with it anymore. I'm on private. Boom, boom, boom. When I put a tweet out, I just mute it. Can't be arsed with notifications. I'm able to deal with it like that now. I don't really get into comments and stuff. It's not good for the mental health, pal. You know what I mean? But when I see genuine people and genuine discussions about the reason that Ramazani is not being played is because the manager can't deal with young black males and can't deal with them culturally, then I just think you are an absolute fucktard. You have lost your mind. Where's the logic? Our manager selected a captain that is of Ghanaian descent. The 2 best players in our team last season that went to the Premier League were Rutter and Somerville. I just don't understand it. I don't. Because they were so far behind you, Boa. That's the point. They've now got to a position where they're probably going to stay up. Do you think they haven't lost one game in 6? Do you think I lied? They'd lost 1 game in 6 and they were down to 10 men in that game after about 20 minutes. The rest, they've not lost. And like I said to you, they've conceded only 1 goal, no more, since October in a game. So the reason the second is because Rob Edwards was taking them down. They couldn't buy a win. New manager. Started to get results. We know how the business end of the season works. That's why Sheffield United went to Oxford and didn't win. That can be fine. Do I actually don't think we'll win a game? We will, man. We will, I promise you. I wish I had your belief. I've just seen this. Yeah, I hear it, bro. I hear it. But it's a different group. Thank you, Amy. Yeah. Changes Tuesday. What will they be? I think it might be the same 11. Just on Middlesbrough as well. Like, I get they're in form right now. And you have every reason to be like worried about that fact, right? Of course you do. but they've been patchy all season. They've been patchy for a reason. They're inconsistent. Their wins in the last 4 come against QPR at home. They drew against Luton away, 0-0. It's not a bad result, is it, that? Luton away didn't score a goal. Oh, not a bad result, that. But why? They're at bottom. How can that be a good result? So this is what I'm saying. But Middlesbrough are in form, but one of them results were Luton. And it was a draw, and they didn't score. They beat Oxford at home, and they beat Blackburn, who were dead on their feet after their manager, John Eustace, went to Derby. I don't think they've won a game since. So that 4-game run in 3 wins and a draw, you actually look at it, QPR at home, you'd fancy them. Yeah, we drew at QPR, but that's away, and we know our London record at home, we beat QPR. Luton, they drew, we drew. Yeah, they beat Oxford at home. We walloped Oxford at home. Obviously, away from home, it'll be a different test. And then Blackburn are done. Blackburn are done. We got them under Eustace, new manager, terrible. So actually, yeah, I hear why people are worried, but I'm a bit more philosophical about it. He has played him though, Joe. Like people are saying, let's remember he was the best player in the league before he was injured, according to some. You know? Thank you very much, Matt. I'm aware of that, bro. I am aware of that, trust me. It is what it is. I mean, I've got one of my, who I would consider a friend, try to dig me out in the comments as well, which has surprised me quite a lot. Maybe we're not friends, but it is what it is. You know, it comes with the territory. Could be mental and physical. Mental and physical. So, again, I disagree. I think the way that he's managed the team has been quite exemplary, if you want my honest opinion. I do. The man management, the way that he dealt with the non-tour situation, the way that he's put the club first over a lot of scenarios. You could talk about his tactical, his in-game management, but I actually think at what stage is Jay's man management being poor for you? And you'll probably say, well, he called out Ramazani when he called out things, but you don't know that that's not good man management. This is the point. So, for example, when you listen to, I listen to a lot of podcasts and stuff, and Eric Cantona, for example, he could do no wrong for Alex Ferguson. Other players would get dug out. It's just different strokes for different folks. I hear you, Matty. I hear you. I call it copium or whatever, but that's my thought process. I don't know if you saw the tweet that I put out this. I was asked for my score predictions on Wednesday, what the results would be this weekend. I called Oxford beating Sheffield United. I said we'd draw 1-1, and I said Burnley would win 2-1. That's out there on Twitter. I said that would happen. I said that this game would be spooky, would be tough. I said it. If you watch the prediction league that I do with Jack, I said it would. I'm not on about you, Ryan. Yeah, and I think there's a fair enough conversation for that, Matt. And I think the club will be doing that, if I'm honest. I do. Because they might look at it and say, you know what, clean slate. It ain't gone how we expected. Kania's gone. Hammond's gone. Stainton's already gone. Parag focusing on Rangers and all that jazz. You've then got the new guy that came in. I don't know. They might look at it. And I'm okay with that. Do you know what I mean? Give me the best man for the job. Now, had the form continued from February, I'd have said any conversation like that is crazy. I'd have said that. Any conversation about him being replaced, regardless of what he did at Norwich, is crazy. However, because history has repeated itself, then I'm like, okay, we can have a conversation. I'm okay with that. I do, though. I do. Larry, give me an example of his man management that you know of, factual information where you can go, he actually managed that incorrectly. We could talk about him not picking your favourite players. I understand, but that's not man management. That's, lack of rotation. That's lack of... It's not man management. Man management is a one-on-one conversation. It's how he's dealing with the squad on a day-to-day basis. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when they score, they look happy. Correct me if I'm wrong, we're not seeing people turning it in. We're seeing Gulavogi, bloody non-tone Ramazani run on the pitch to hug each other, and they haven't even been involved. I don't think that's up for debate, but obviously it is for some. Yeah. Exactly. Rooney said under Fergie would shout at him, but it'd be aimed at the less mentally strong players. Joe Pollock doesn't matter his form, you have to keep it real. In response to what? Sorry, Keenan, it's a bit all over the shop. And that's your opinion, FIFA Cook. I don't think we can call him a poor manager. He's not a poor manager, but why are you still backing? Because as I've said to you, I think we'll still get promoted. I still think we'll get promoted, mate. That hasn't changed. Trust me, Demar, if I didn't think he's the man for the job, I would say it, mate. I would. I'm not here like, I'm crazy defending, even though I know it's over and all that. I don't. I still believe. Genuinely. And this is facts, bro. It's from the same people. It is from the same people. And that's not to anyone in the chat, but it is from the same people. It's the same people that will be buzzing that he's missed the sitter because of X, Y, Z, but then they're calling manager racist for not. It's mental. It is mental. Yeah, well, exactly. That's where we're at, bro. I honestly think this, mate. If we don't win Tuesday, we'll start looking about. People saying that's crazy, but mate, I said if we lost the next two, I'd end up saying it. Which is a madness because I'll say it before those that actually want him out say it. Might mean you know people want him out, bro. I know you know someone who wants him out. I know you do. So, and they're not saying it. Say it with chest. God, man. Why? If you're looking at form, I hear you. But it ain't over yet. Because what you could say recently, but then let's take it further back and take the whole season and all that sort of jazz. Sheffield United dropped the ball. That's given me renewed confidence. Facts are, Brendan, every manager fails because they all end up getting sacked in the end. You've got a man. Yeah, you have, Damar. You have, and I respect you for that, mate. I respect you for that. Exactly, Mr. Dodo. This is what we're at. It's mental, bro. It is, honestly. It's mad. It's mad. Because I still think we'll go up. Mate. We've not been beat. Last time we were beat were Portsmouth. I actually think, again, I know people disagree. I don't think a point again. Look, the worst result was Swansea. If we'd have beat Swansea and got a point at Luton, I'd be fucking over the moon. Swansea was worse than Luton. Much worse. And that was due to a keeper. And again, that's on the manager for selecting the keeper. I hear it. But So you could say Farke is at fault for that. I get it. But that's why we should have beat Swansea. We win the game 2-1. if the keeper. We win it 2-0 if the keeper don't have a fucking rick. So win and then draw away at Luton, which for me isn't a bad result. I know people disagree, but it isn't for me. I think I said weeks ago when I did the prediction we would draw there. Maybe that's why I'm able to be more content about it, because I thought we'd draw there. So I'd already made peace with it. I'd said it in my preview. I'd said it in my prediction league. I'd said it on a Luton preview. 1-1. I expected it to go that way. So maybe that's why I'm at peace with it. But we should have beat Swansea. And if it weren't for the keeper, we would have. We'd be in second. So Middlesbrough, we have a good record against them. Middlesbrough are not Luton. They're not Swansea. Middlesbrough are a good side. But so are we when we can play. And I think the way Middlesbrough will set out will mean that Leeds United will also be able to play their game. Nonto, if starting in the 10, will be afforded much more space than he was on the weekend. I think we'll win the game. I actually think Preston, that'll be like war of attrition type game. We stood up to the physical test of Luton, which we haven't done in recent games. I was really, really infused by the way we stood up to them physically. We still got buoyed off, but we didn't have a soft underbelly like I saw against Portsmouth, like I saw against QPR for 45 minutes. We showed up, and the manager spoke about that in his pre-match presser. They'd worked on that. Again, I get confidence from that fact. And I actually think we come through these next two, we'll be in the top two, because I think them two will drop points. Someone will. No one expected Sheffield United, and they did, right? They did. I was talking to a Sheffield United fan last night. He thinks, Burnley will run away with it now. I said, mate, I was telling you that about Leeds, and you told me, calm down. And you were right. So I said, calm down about Burnley. Go look at Burnley's second goal. They shouldn't have won that game, people. They should have also drawn. The keeper makes an absolute howler. Go look at it. If you haven't seen it, it's insane. Centre-back keeper, they both go for the same ball, Jadon Anthony tapping. So let's say that, I know it's all if, buts and maybes, but what I'm saying is Burnley didn't carve open a chance and win that game. They were gifted a goal. So on another day, you could have seen Burnley draw, Leeds draw, and Sheffield United loss. That's why I'm still confident. There is still many more twists and turns. And also, Burnley have to play Sheffield United. There's 6 games, folks. 6 games, 18 points. 18 points to play for. It's a lot. It's a lot of points. They've got to play each other. So they're not getting maximum that weekend. We play Stoke. We have to get maximum. We have to get maximum. That puts you back in the top 2. Honestly, this is why I'm confident. Kershaw was really disappointed. You're like me. Bam, 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 bam. Saw you on Twitter. I know you were pissed up, but you'd lost it. No, Joe, it's over. I was like, what's happened, Kershaw? What's happened to you? You got to keep the faith, my man. It is not over. 100% it is not over. Definitely not. Listen, we could talk about January, but everyone will say it's an excuse for the manager, and that's fine. But I said what I said in January. It's insane that we didn't do all. 100%. I've said I'd start him. He was good. He was good. Sorry, I'm just catching up. Yeah, it was Cooper Kiko. It was bad. It was bad, wasn't it? You should be a therapist, but I feel better already. I just need to win to pick. Yeah, I get it. Love you, mate. I love you too, Jay. But Farke cannot manage a football game. It's shit performance. We're third. Like, we got like it's not as bad as that he's made. I get it. We should be top, but to say that he can't manage a football game when we've scored 79 goals, have the best goal difference, have won 23 games, which is the same as Burnley. You know, it's all just a little bit too much. We're doing too much. We're doing far too much. He was offered a goalkeeper, Sean. I'm not getting into January, mate. I'm not. I'm not doing it, mate. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And that's fine. I will do. I will do. I'll continue to support him. I think he's the right man for the job. I think he's the right man for the job. And I think we'll get promoted. And when we do, I will have my day in the sun. Like I said to you yesterday, I will have my day in the sun. And you will be nowhere to be seen. And them's the facts. Them's the fact. But listen, the fun doesn't stop. 8 o'clock tonight. Me, Jack, Lockie. I think that's it. Me, Jack, Lockie. We'll be chatting tonight on the final word at 8 o'clock, which is just 3 hours away. And I'll see you there. Yeah, I'll see you there. Thanks as always for watching. We got through it. It was tough, but we made it. Thanks always for the support. Whether you agree, disagree with me, it's totally fine. We moved, don't we? Thanks as always for watching. And enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to have sausage, mash, veg, Yorkshires, and gravy. Gravy. Because Northern boys love gravy. Peace out, folks.